Okay, so now I'm just gonna have some theories about TPOT episodes 23 to 25, because if you haven't been on YouTube, or even if you haven't been on Instagram, because Jack and Jellyfee posts on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, but so on YouTube and Instagram they posted the challenge, or what you're gonna expect in TPOT episodes 23, 24, and 25. Basically the challenge to defeat one. Because if you don't know, here's a small recap. So TPOT 19, two's power is split up between every single contestant. Snowball and TV get out, TV dies, Snowball is sent to the Upside Down Hotel, and then TV, since, TV's feeling a bit salty since he got out and everything, he's like, today's challenge is to kill each other, or, fight each other. And he didn't really explain it, it's just like all-out battle. And since two's power split up between every contestant, things get a bit crazy. Contestants start dying left and right, and Pencil, being the little meanie she is now, decided to toss the recovery center outside. So every contestant has two's power, and then near the end of the episode, we see Pencil fighting Four. Four is trying to tell Pencil that, hey, there's another number around. You shouldn't, we shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be dealing with one. But Pencil doesn't listen and decides to take Four's power. So Four's powerless. Four gets kicked off the roof. One is like, hey, Pencil, I'm gonna take you away. And then, one and Four make a deal. One gets the power of 2 and 4, and not only her power. So one is ultimately strong. Now in TPOT 20, we see the Algebraians' background. We see why one was locked in the moon. We kind of see where the Algebraians got their powers from, which is the oil light. So yeah, and we see what the Algebraians did with 3, and we got some insight on 3. Now TPOT 21 was a challenge, but it was the merged episode, so everybody merges. Team Dead, Team Alive. Team Dead won because Golf Ball died, so 2 is finally out of the room, and of course the episode ends. Now in Teapot 22, we see what the eliminated contestants are doing. First one to go is Pie, like we saw, and then the next one is Foldy, and then so on until we got to Snowball. Now we see Fanny show up there sometime, and so we know what happened to Fanny. Fanny got recovered inside of the Upside Down Hotel. Now, Snowball, of course, still has 2's power, which 4 didn't, take into accountability that 4 should take 2's power away from Snowball. So Snowball is inside of the Upside Down Hotel, and they're experimenting on a bunch of things, and of course, we also see, Basketball disappear like we saw in Teapot 19, but we don't really know what happened to Basketball. Basketball just kind of, disappeared. Our working theory is that one considerably erased Basketball and the others that we saw disappear. Working theory, it's just that everybody remembers them, so Basketball, Gady, Barf Bag. So they're not really, forgotten. They're just taken somewhere. So, of course, the eliminated contestants, flip gravity. They're walking around. They see this hole in the ground, and it takes them to where the hotel is. But, of course, zero gravity. They all fly up except for Puffball. So we see Puffball get all confused and stuff and fly to the hotel. But now, this is where my theory starts. So, in, a later Teapot episode, we could see Snowball return. We could see, first of all, we're going to see Puffball. Puffball's going to be like, yo, 2, the eliminated contestants, they're out. And Snowball has your power. And, they kind of lost themselves into space, or the sky, or wherever they went. And, Snowball is going to return in Teapot 24 or 25 and be like, yo, 2, here's your power, bro. take your power. And they're going to do like an Avengers type style with all of the contestants. They're probably going to say 4 from the moon, probably, most likely. I mean, one kind of locked 4 in there, like 4 did, or the other aliens did. And of course, that's my working theory, because as you can see, the challenges are to defeat 1 from TPOT 23 to 25 is to defeat 1. So I'm still working on that theory, but my working guess is that we're going to see Snowball give 2 their power back and be like, yo, here's your power. And 2's going to be like, alright guys, we need to defeat 1. Because Fanny, Ice Cube, and a few others know of 1's existence and know that 1 is free. 2 was leading on in an earlier TPOT episode before it was like, okay, I don't care. So, yeah. So, working theory is that they might defeat 1, they might not. I mean, 1 kind of does have power. Oh, yeah, and, of course, talking about 9. 9 is kind of, like, gone now. Probably dead. Probably despawned or whatever.